When I started to look up the running records, they were so overwhelming because first, I'd never seen one before, and second, once you do see one, there's different punctuations and different marks and different letters on a completed running record. Luckily, I found a code that helped me get through that, and once I realized what everything meant, it made me also realize how important these running records are in the classroom. So the running record will identify to you struggling readers, but it will also help you to identify the readers who are going above and beyond right now. And I think that is so important because for the readers who are excelling, you don't want them to be bored. And for the readers who are struggling, they need that help early on. I have a second grader myself, and I feel like she's been hindered because her struggles were not identified early on. And this didn't just happen in the second grade. So I want to implement that in my classroom so I know these readers. I know if they're good at reading, I know if they're okay at reading, and I know if they're really struggling at reading, so I can identify what I need to do, how I need to do it, and when I need to do it. Because all in all, you just want your children to be successful. And without reading, I feel as though everything else is going to be hard. You can't read a math problem, you can't read directions to do any of your assignments. So I just think it is so important to identify who needs help with reading early on. So in my classroom, what I want to do after reading up on the running records, I want to do the running record more than once, because you may have someone who is excelling at the beginning of the year but has stopped at a standstill the second or third time that you assess them. But for the readers who are struggling, you want to track their growth or see if they're not getting better at all, and maybe you can do RTI or try reading recovery with them. So I found my running records on Monsters and Much More, and I found one that really identified with the grade that I want to teach, which is second grade. And second grade didn't really hit me until I had a daughter in the second grade, which is this year, and I get to notice firsthand the struggles and how important reading really is. Because these children are expected to be able to read, but sometimes they just can't. And I know that these children see other kids that can read. Even lower grades, I've noticed so many children that can read better than Kendall, and they're maybe in the first grade or maybe even in kindergarten. So that's why I also think it's important to notice that early on. So I want to do second grade. Okay, well, so after looking at the running record and seeing everything that is applied on it, it really is a good source of knowing where your readers are. I think that starting small with simple sentences that are on content level or maybe even below will help you really to notice who has not just started struggling just now, that may have been struggling in kindergarten, but you need to know where to start at the beginning of the school year. And as the school year goes on, the sentences could get harder or longer, and you will know, hey, my kid is starting to get that, or, well, they still need a little help, and you can just go on back down. But for the students who are doing good, these sentences could get longer, and you will know if they need to move on or if they need to be stopped and just go over. But my goal is I want to get everybody on the same level, but I know that's not always possible. So these running records will help to identify where I need to start, and if where I'm at is where we all need to be in the classroom. No matter if it's somebody that's struggling or somebody who is excelling at the reading at the time.